2 days ago. Made note of it. We never got around to it on the show. And the topic was sort of, I know he's 0 for 7, but Justyn-Henry Malloy, to me, passes the look test. He looks to me like a major league hitter. And when I said that going to the break, hey, there's a guy that I think a Detroit athlete that passes the look test. We throw it to break, and Gator's head pops up, and he goes, Justyn-Henry Malloy? And I'm like, yeah. Am I wrong? Does he look like a major league hitter?
No, I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think you're wrong. And maybe it's because I want to believe it so badly because his team is so mid with a lineup. I desperately want somebody to show up and show me something.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look, the dude crushed the home run last night. It was a no-doubter home run, 413 feet, whatever it was, in the left center field. And I told you during the break, I almost got teary-eyed watching it last night because I just love baseball. And then it's just all the circumstances around it, right? You got this rookie. There's probably a ton of pressure he's put on himself. He's the first guy that was identified by the president of baseball operations with the Tigers that he wanted to get, and that's his first move, right? Malloy's the guy. Finally gets a chance to come up here under tough circumstances because Torkelson is supposed to be the guy, and he's not.
I mean, he earned it-ish. It feels like it was like by default we got to call somebody up.
Right. He earned it, but, you know, he wasn't the first guy that was brought up. Akil Baddoo was the first guy that was brought up.
And he wasn't thought of they got to get this guy up here. He's scorching hot. He was having a nice season.
But fans have been looking at, if fans paid attention to minor leagues each of the last year and a half, and like, this guy probably deserves a chance at some point, and got his opportunity. And when he hit that home run, he's not even out of the batter's box, and his smile is a mile wide because he knows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just know, and that's awesome. And then, you know, you hear the call, and it's a great call, and he's rounding the bases, and he couldn't be happier. They're showing his parents are there in the crowd. It's his third game in the majors, and he does this. It's just awesome. You know, there's the line from the movie Moneyball where I think Brad Pitt says, "How can you not be romantic about baseball?" I love baseball, so it got to me a little bit. I wasn't teary-eyed. I said it was almost teary-eyed.
Okay.
The best.
This might become a whole nother topic.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting to talk about Gator crying.
I don't mind touching my sensitive side. I'm fine.
Gator was all up in his feels last night.
I was. But the thing to me, the most awesome thing was that the fan that caught the ball from the Rangers fan, threw it back to the bullpen for the Tigers bullpen.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Not holding the ball for ransom. It's this kid's first. I'm the fan of the home team here. This is an opposing player. Here, take it. Have a great. It's awesome. So the whole thing was great. But does he look like a player? Does he pass the eye test? Sure. And then he scalds a ball for his second hit of the game that went off the glove of the third baseman and the shortstop. And he's off and running now. Great. Yep. And also happened to have the only 2 hits of the game for the Tigers last night, which is the other part that just is pathetic about this team right now.
It was one of those games that felt like it was doomed from the second pitch. Although I don't know that there's a whole lot of, I don't like seeing people get hurt. Nobody's celebrating anybody get hurt, but I also don't think anybody's going, oh no, what are they going to do without Maeda now if he's out for a while? No,
but I mean, it's a situation. It's after 2 pitches and your starting pitcher is like, you go, ooh, he's, something happened right around here. And then they have him throw some warm pitches. He's, I can go. No, you can't. Give me the ball. And your back's against the wall. It's a different situation if you pitched 3 innings and you're getting hit around, the bullpen is warned, hey, get ready, guys, So it may not have it today. As opposed to, oh crap, this guy's out of the game after 2 pitches.
And now we gotta find
a way. Now we gotta go emergency here, and let's bring in Joey Wentz, who has been absolutely horrible since what's the date here? Since May 12th. He did not give up an earned run on the season until May 12th. He was really good through his first 14 2/3 innings.
Alas.
Yeah, then things changed.
Okay, so let's get back to the crux and the significance of this observation. That Justyn-Henry Malloy passes the look test. For me, and I guess for you to a degree as well, is this even remotely significant that they passed the look test? Kang, you brought up a former Lion. When we were talking about the look test in the office, you're like, that guy passed the look test. And that guy was?
It was Boss Bailey. 'Cause, we started talking about guys that just look the part, that look like this guy could be. I mean, it's literally based on just the outside, right? Like, I thought Boss Bailey, wow, that guy's lean.
He looks like a football player.
Outside linebacker, he looks athletic. He has the size. It just looked like it.
He looks good in a uniform.
Yep.
Fits the suit. He's Johnny Bravo. Let's go.
Didn't do much when he was here. Now he had an injury, missed his second year.
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
Yep. And then but then spent a year in Denver, and that was it. Like, there was just nothing came out of it.
I love that you bring up the name Boss Bailey, because Boss Bailey is the name that I think if you were to go back in time in that draft, was it the Charles Rogers draft too? I feel like it was right around that time. That when you get to thinking about who could be there in the second round, that nobody thought Boss Bailey was going to be available to the Lions because he had this high pedigree and then just did nothing, unfortunately, because I think injuries really played a major role. He had like defensive back speed for a linebacker. He was great in college.
What about played at Georgia? Yeah.
What about Stanley Johnson?
Stanley Johnson was another guy, right? Oh, he's got an NBA body. Already has that NBA body. Here we go.
Looks the part. Fills out the jersey perfectly.
Yeah,
right?
Johnny Varro.
Yeah. So the look test doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. I just thought Justyn-Henry Malloy, even in the first two games, like, he looks like a major league hitter for what it's worth. His body type, I was like, this guy looks like he can just flat out rake. But
unfortunately, he hit that bomb, and you can see.
Yeah,
follows up with a rip. Yeah,
but the point is, the look. Not only does the look test not mean anything, we all fall for this. Everybody's who is the guy that you thought, based on looks alone, that guy's going to be a player. That guy is going to be a player. Absolute stud.